guys, welcome back to Beauty Chats with Brittany. I don't know what I'm doing. Today's video is a get ready with me holiday look edition, get ready with me I'm slightly tipsy edition, whatever you guys want to call it is fine with me. We did this like neutral, like kind of pinky duochrome look. Not very holiday, also not very done. I don't have mascara on or a lower lash line, but I'm tipsy, okay? So yeah, if you guys want to see how to get this look, if you want to see my ramblings or listen to my ramblings, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so as you guys could, or maybe you couldn't, I don't know. Oh, that's soap, I promise. I just washed my face. I'm not nasty. Anyways, today's video is going to be a holiday get ready with me. I say a holiday get ready with me, but it is almost 8 o'clock on a Monday night. So I'm going to put this on and then go right to bed. But it's been a very long time since I filmed. I've had a super shitty day. Warning, we cuss on this channel. At least I am tonight. And all I wanted to do was play with makeup, and I figured I haven't filmed in a long time, so I might as well film, and I've been drinking. So this video should be very interesting. I also have a new iPhone. That's what I'm filming on, and oh, I feel like the camera on this is amazeballs. And this is the front camera. The back camera is even better. I just need to figure out the, like, setup if I'm going to use the back camera. So yeah, we're basically going to do, like, a glittery eye. I just don't know, like, what kind of glittery eye yet, but that's why you guys are here. I'm going to take you along for the ride. So, and we're just going to chit-chat. My drink of choice is Malibu with orange juice. You're supposed to put this, like, pink syrup stuff in it, but I ran out and I've never bought any, and this tastes fine without it. So, yeah. Anyways, I think for the palette I'm going to use is the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And like I said, I always have new makeup, so I'm always buying it. So I have these two Kaja. These are, what are these called? No one knows. I don't know. They're basically like a stack of 3 like glittery eyeshadows. Can you see? Can you see? We might use these. I have the ColourPop Kathleen Lights glitters. I have this new glitter by Marc Jacobs. Bruh. This is beautiful. This is the Sequins Glam Glitter eyeshadow in the shade Pop Rocks. Can you see that? Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god. So, yeah. We're just going to basically dive in and see where this takes us. That's how I live my life these days. Okay, so first of all, let me go in with eye primer. I feel like I should put some moisturizer on. My skin feels really dry. Let me go in with, we'll just use like primer spray. This is the Wet n Wild Rose 3-in-1 primer spray. We're going to spray our face with this so we don't feel so dry. I'll be honest with you guys, I feel like this video is going to be one of those videos like back in the day where I just threw it up on my channel and didn't edit anything of it. That's part of the reason why I haven't been posting videos. I love filming. I love making videos. I cannot stand editing them. It takes so long. The software that I use isn't that great. It's not very user-friendly. And I want my videos to be like interesting. Like if I'm going to take the time to edit them, like that's why I put all of those like memes and GIFs or GIFs because GIF is peanut butter in there because I want it to be interesting. But do you guys, that takes like 3 hours to do that. I swear. So we'll see how this video goes. At this point, I'm already talking. I feel like this is going to be entertaining, so I might as well leave this stuff in here. So we'll see. Okay, I guess for eye primer, we're going to use this one because this is the only one I can find. This is the Anastasia eye primer. If you're wondering, whoop, I almost dropped an eyeshadow palette. Why there's tape on the top of mine, it's because mine keeps leaking out of the top. It needs to get its shit together, just like I need to get my shit together. I'm trying to pace myself as far as drinking goes because it's been a few hours since I've had anything to eat, and I feel like if I just like, if I drink a lot, I'm gonna be a hot ass mess here in a minute. So yeah, dot that on your eyes, blink a few times, it spreads it out for you. Then you just need to blend it out. I bought the Real Techniques, their holiday collection. Look at how pretty these brushes are, bitch. This is my kind of brush, the sparkle. But I'm going to use this to blend it out. This is a concealer brush from Real Techniques. I think they have this in like the normal packaging, but this is like the really pretty packaging. So of course that's the one I bought. I feel so bad that I've been gone from YouTube for so long, but you guys have no idea the shit that's been going on in my life. Like, I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube because, like, it involves people other than me, and that's not fair. Like, I would never, ever do that to someone, especially without their knowledge. Like, I would never, like, talk about a situation with somebody. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Oh my god, I look crazy. But, yeah, life's just been crazy lately. It's only going to get crazier from here just because of how today has gone. I'm not going to talk about it. I know I'm, like, being a tease, but, you know, I said this before. I have a job that I go to every day, and I need that job. I got bills to pay. So, I'm not going into detail as far as what happened there, but just know that your girl's been going through it. She's having a rough time right now. Why do you think I'm drinking on a Monday night? So, you know, sing good vibes my way, pray for me, whatever your mojo is, you know, I could, like, use some of it, you know? But, yeah, we're just, setting this primer with a, powder. I can't even remember the name. This is the Kat Von D contour kit, and I used the two lightest shades, the, like, yellowish one and the lighter one. I feel like this is going to be a disaster. It's fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. No wonder I can't find any of my makeup. It's all in here from when I traveled like 2 weeks ago and haven't unpacked it yet. Classic Brittany. Just kidding. I'm actually usually like really on top of that stuff. But like I said, life has been a shit show lately. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into this e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to use the Jackie Aina palette. If you guys need an eyeshadow palette that's like kind of like neutral but also has some like cool colors in it, you need to pick up this e.l.f. one. This is the e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders. The shadows in this are so good. I also have this e.l.f. Earth and Ocean one, which I haven't tried often or like enough to tell you guys if you should pick it up, but definitely this one you should. So let me see what brush I want to use. Let's use a Morphe M513, and I'm going to go in with the shade Peachy, which is literally like a peachy matte shade. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this in the top part of my crease. My eyes are hooded, I guess is the term for it. So when I close them like normal, like when I'm relaxed, I'm very relaxed right now because of my drink, so my eyes aren't opening all the way because that's what happens when I drink. But even still, when they're relaxed, my like brow bone comes down and it like this like skin folds up into itself. So when I apply my transition, I apply it almost on my brow bone. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm being so informative even though I've been drinking. I'm great. Apply this almost on my brow bone. You see how this is up like really high, but also it's still kind of in my crease. I mean, not every eye shape obviously is going to want to do this because then it's going to be like in your eyebrow. But if you have a similar eye shape to me, I have big eyes. Like there's a lot of landscape there, but they like fold up. Like, can you guys see what I'm talking about when I say the fold up? You see how like my crease like not disappears, but like look at this roll of skin. I think that's called a hooded eye. I don't know, I'm just here. I don't know the technical terms. So we're basically just going to fluff this into the outer, or not the outer, the upper part of our crease, into our brow bone, kind of. You guys know what I mean when I say, like, see how this is, like, kind of on my brow bone, but not all the way? It just needs to be up high. God, this is a disaster already, I can tell. April, I'm blaming this on you if you're watching. You guys know my friend April, you maybe know my friend April. I made a video with her a long time ago. She's great. I wish she was here with me right now, drinking. But it's fine. Okay, there is something I wanted to talk about. And I feel like this is going to be a touchy subject, but the dogs are here. Hi, join the party. Anyways, this might be a touchy subject. Like, I guarantee some people aren't going to agree with me on this, but I need to know if anyone else feels the same way. Or if anyone else thinks the same way. Because it's not that I feel, it's just, like, something that I believe in. Which we're not getting into politics here. We're not, like, getting into, like, you know, who the guy upstairs. Or if you even think there's a guy upstairs or anything like that. Oh, I'm taking the shade Summer. This guy. And on a Morphe M503. And I'm putting that on, like, the outer part of my crease. And it kind of even on my eyelid. And then bringing it into my crease, too. But I need you guys to tell me if you agree with me or not. My husband and I have been having this discussion recently, so hopefully he doesn't get mad that I'm posting this or I'm talking about this. But I feel like it's something that, like, no, wasn't me and my husband? I talked about this with somebody. Maybe it wasn't me and my husband. If it wasn't, sorry, babe. Or if it was, sorry, babe. Either way, sorry. I just have come to the realization, okay, so I used to be one of those girls who invested everything into her romantic relationship. Like, I put so much value of myself on that relationship. So, it's, like, kind of hard to explain. Like, I was just one of those people who, like, when I was in a relationship, it became, like, one of us instead of two individuals in a relationship. Does that make any sense? Like, completely codependent on each other, which is not healthy. I'm going to get to why. There is no possible way that you as a human being can be possible with having one kind of relationship with one person. And I'm not saying that means you need to have an open marriage. I'm not saying it means you need to have multiple sexual partners. God. April, this is your fault. I'm not saying you need to have, like, multiple partners. If you do that, great. Good for you. More power to you. What I'm saying is that you can't expect your husband, boyfriend, wife, girlfriend, I think that's all the terms I can think of, to be your everything. You can't rely on them to fulfill every kind of relationship need that you have. You still need, like, a girl best friend. You still need, not a girl best friend, just a best friend. You still need your siblings. You still need a relationship with us, a parent to parent, or parent to child relationship. And I don't know, it's just been, like, very interesting to me lately how I think so many people don't realize that. Okay, I'm going to dip into the Jackie Aina palette and I'm going to go into Ginger. I just think that so many people think that when they find their person, they're supposed to be, like, everything they need. Which, to a certain extent, like, yes. Your person that you're with needs to be, like, your best friend. Like, needs to also, like, put you in your place sometimes when you're being, like, a dumbass. But also, like, you need to have a best friend. You need to be able to have, like, you know, a relationship with your sister. You need to be able to go visit, like, your parents. Like, I don't know if I'm making any sense. I just feel like people are so quick to become so dependent on each other when it comes to a romantic relationship, and I don't think that's at all the way that it's supposed to be. I think you need to be dependent but also independent of each other. Like, you need to be able to go to 2 different places at 2 different times and not be with each other all the time. You need to be able to, like, if he wants to go out for drinks with his friends and you want to stay in and have a sleepover with your girlfriends, you need to be able to do that without any issue. I guess it just comes down that you need to be able to trust each other completely, is what I'm trying to say. Did that make any sense? I feel like I'm just babbling. Okay, next I'm going to go with the shade Edges. This is what we're looking like so far. And I'm going to take Edges on a M507, and this is going to go on the very outer corner. My dog's barking, I'm sorry. And like closer to the lash line. Like that. We're going to blend it out. Just give me a second. Do the same thing on this side. So yeah, I just rambled about that. If it didn't make any sense, just ignore me. I'm just a drunk weirdo on the internet doing her makeup, probably not even in focus or showing you what I'm doing. I don't know, it's just been like something that's kind of like hit me out of nowhere. Like, it's just a realization that I've had recently where I was like, oh shit, like I can't put, which my husband is very good about that. He's very good about like letting me do my own thing. You know, he himself is very much like one of those people who wants to do what he wants to do, like kind of when he wants to do it, and thankfully he's okay with me being the same way too. Okay. We're kind of just blending now. I feel like I kind of just have like an orange blob in my eye, but let me see if I can get closer so you guys see what it looks like. I feel like eyeshadow always looks crazy when you don't have any other makeup on. Okay, now for glitter. What glitter do I want to use? I kind of want to use one of these Kaja things because I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, let's use this one. This is the middle one. This one doesn't have a name, but the trio is called Orange Blossom, and it's the middle shade. So, I'm going to take this on, I don't want to use that brush, it's too flimsy. We're going to use a Lexi 246 Precision Crease. I'm starting to stutter. Let me drink some more. I'm going to spray this with my brush. Spray this with my primer spray. You guys need to try this if you haven't. Casey Holmes talks about it all the time, and it's for a reason. It's really good. Okay. I'm going to pick this up on my brush. That's what it looks like. Can you see how beautiful that looks? Bitch. Okay, move my Jeffrey here. And I'm going to put this on the center of my eyelid. Oh my God. You see that? I feel like it's not picking up as like pretty as it looks in person. Girl, that's gorgeous. It's like a duochrome almost. Like it has like some pink in it. It's like, what? That's so pretty. Okay, other eye. Just put this in the center of your eyelid. You can drag it over on either side a little bit more to blend it out, but you want the main wow, words are hard. You want the concentration of the pigment to be on the center of your eye. Like that. Boom. Okay. we're just going to stick with this trio, and I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade at the top. Same thing, I'm gonna spray my brush with this primer spray. Oh, I just dug it into a purple shade. Whoops. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this on the inner corner of my eye, like right here. This one is not as like glittery or as shiny as the other one. So that's kind of a bummer. Oh, it's picking up more there. Huh. Okay, so now I feel like we need to go back into that darker color and kind of touch it up. You know what's stuck in my head? If anyone, okay, first of all, let me start by saying this. If anyone else is my age, I'm only 23. I am definitely an old soul. I'm very, like, the opposite of a 23-year-old. I don't go out. I'm married. I have, not that this is not to say that most 23-year-olds don't have this, but I have a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week. I have a lot of bills. I'm just, like, in general, the typical 23-year-old is not me. So, where I'm getting at with this, I'm taking the shade of Credit, this dark brown shade from the Jackie Aina palette, on a eyeliner blush and lining my upper lashes. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, that whole reason why I said that, is that recently I downloaded TikTok. That was the most bizarre transition to that statement, but it's fine. And I know I'm probably like the same age as most people on that app, but oh my god, if I feel so old whenever I look at it. Whenever I watch videos on there, which some videos on there are freaking hilarious. But sometimes I'm like, is this what kids are into these days? And I say that like I'm not like the same age as most of them, but that's how I feel, because I get on there and these like dudes are like dancing to like very, very sexual songs, which is fine. I'm not hating. I'm not a hater. Do what you want to do, but it makes me so uncomfortable watching it. Which, I will say that some of those dance moves, I'm like, okay. But most of the time, I'm like, does your mama know you're doing this? I just want to know. If she doesn't, do I need to tell her? Because, boy, are you sure you should be posting this internet, or this video on this internet? Are you sure you should be posting this video on the internet for everyone to see? I don't know. Okay, this is what we look like so far on the eyes. I feel like I need to pump up the glitter. Let's pump up the glitter. I'm going to take this ColourPop. The camera is not over here, Brittany. ColourPop Hundo Loose Glitter. This is like a coral. It's a little bit different than the color scheme we have going on right now, but I think it'll be okay. And then let me find, where the fuck is my mixing medium? See, this is what I do. I go through my drawers and I reorganize them in a way that I think I'll use it, and then I can never find what I'm looking for. Like, where is it? No one freaking knows, including me. Okay, well, we're just gonna do the same water thing. Spray it into the cap, which is where I put the glitter. I kind of want this to be lightly on my eyes just because the shade is a little bit like off from what we've been doing, but I just want this to be more glittery. That's all I want. Ooh, let's try this brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 12. This is like a mini fan brush. I feel like this would be good for like, you know, applying it lightly. Okay, this is what it looks like on the fan brush. Where's my mirror? I'm gonna like dust this in the like middle part of my eye where I put that darker color, that darker glitter. Definitely added like a pink tone to it. I don't know if I like that, but here we are. Y'all, I'm tipsy. I can't handle it. I can't control what my brain decides we want to do. This does look more like metallic though. It's really pretty. She's pretty. Okay, we're gonna stop there before we go overboard. So let's move on to face. Some of this I might speed through because I'm already at 25 minutes and I'm just done with eyes. I'm gonna take the Benefit Professional Primer. Recently I went through my makeup and went through the stuff that like just went through everything to see if anything was expiring. Oh my Lanta. This primer, along with the NYX Angel Veil, I probably had for 3 years, 2 or 3 years. Don't do that. Don't hold on to makeup for that long. So I went through everything and like pulled out the stuff that was supposed to be expired. There's like this CoverGirl, the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation that I love, and it's discontinued. It expired this month, and I was like, oh well, I'll just make sure to use that foundation every day. That way I can use it up before the end of the month, and it's not expired. False. I put it on one day and wore it to work, and I was like scratching my neck, which I just put my primer in my brush caddy. Which sometimes I add foundation down to my neck, but it's just like on a brush and it's a small amount. And it balled off of my neck, and it did the same thing to my face. So I was like, oh, okay, not gonna use that again. So for my other foundation, I had the Physicians. Oh yes, here it is. Which one do I want to use? It's been so long since I've tried this. I kind of want to use this. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in the shade Nude Ivory. I think I'm going to use that. I really should use the Physicians Formula one because it expires soon. Okay, yeah. I'm going to be responsible. We're going to go with the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. Y'all, as soon as I have to get rid of this, I'm going out and buying another one because this is so good. I have oily skin, and I swear like this is like the perfect amount of like dewiness without being shiny. This smells weird. Oh, that's okay. That's definitely expired, but we can't go back now. Plus, like I said, I'm literally taking this off right after this video is filmed. But it's the perfect amount of dewiness, except it doesn't get more dewy throughout the day. So my oily skin holds up really well with it. Like, I swear, I should have bought another bottle of this while I was at Target tonight. I didn't think about it, though. I can't even tell you guys the last time I wore makeup. No lie. I've been, like, my work schedule has changed, which it's changed for the good. I like have the schedule that I want. I go in at 8:30 and I get to leave at 5:30, whereas before I was like not going in until 10:30 or 12:30, which is amazing, but then you have to be there until 9:30. So the schedule is awesome, but I live like to get there at a good time and be prepared for traffic, especially in the morning. I need to leave my house an hour early. It's not an hour away, it's like maybe 30 minutes away, but traffic is just so bad when I get into town that sometimes I have to leave early. So that means that I wake up at like 7 because I'm so tired. And if I was responsible, I would go to bed earlier and then be able to wake up at like 6 so I could get ready, like do my makeup and everything. But I'm not responsible. So I wake up at 7. I have enough time to shower, get dressed, pack lunch sometimes, not all the time, and then leave. And because of that, I haven't been able to do my makeup, so it's been like a long ass time since the last time I did it. Ugh. My nose is so stuffed up. Can you hear it? Like, look at how pretty this looks. Am I the only one who thinks it looks so pretty? And it holds up so well. Okay, concealer. We're going to go with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is in the shade 330 Ivory. I have another shade, but I'm just going to use this one. And I'm going to put this like this underneath my eyes. And the sponge, I forgot to mention that I used to blend that foundation out, is the e.l.f. sponge. You guys need it. I think it's like $6. It's so good. Wait, no, this is the Real Technique sponge from their holiday collection. Cover up that pimple. That's why there's so much concealer on my chin. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere, but my OCD is making sure that I cover it up. I say that as a joke. I don't have OCD. I just jokingly think that I do because I'm a little weird about some stuff sometimes. Okay, using the same sponge, blend out your concealer. Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus. I have that stuck in my head. Whoa, oh. Go to Marcus. Go to Marcus. I can't decide. I haven't decided yet if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I can tell you one thing for sure. I am getting super tired. And I know a lot of that is because of my drink of choice for the evening. I'm like the person who, if you don't keep giving me drinks, I will literally pass out wherever we are. A bar, a floor, a driveway, a cornfield, a bathtub, a front porch. I'm just going through my list, if you couldn't tell. Okay, concealer, check. I kind of want to use some cream contour, so this is a little bit new to me. This is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer, and this is in the shade... Bitch, what shade you in? I don't fucking know. Doesn't fucking say. Toffee, I think, if I can remember correctly, is the shade that I bought. I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to use this brush. Let's try this guy out. He's new too. This is the Real Techniques Expert Edge Large Brush. That's a weird name. It still has this weird thing on it. But it's like this domed brush. So I'm going to pick, I'm not left-handed. I was an idiot and put it on this hand. So I'm going to pick some of this up with this brush. And then we're going to chisel out our cheekbones. This is more like, has more like blendability to it than I thought, which is awesome because I was worried it was going to be too stiff. If you're wondering why I'm putting this on the back of my hand and then picking it up with my brush, typically when I use cream contour for the very first time, that's what I like to do, just so I can make sure that I'm not applying too much to my face. this, I feel like it builds up nicely, like it's not overly pigmented. So if you really wanted to, you could probably apply this directly to your face and then blend it out. I also feel like sometimes when you do that, it can smudge the foundation underneath. It's just sometimes easier to do this. That way you don't mess up all the beautiful artwork that you've done already. Go to Marcus, go to Marcus. I look like a toddler trying to like color or something. Gosh, we're gonna be here forever. I'm just not doing bronzer. Oh. Okay, that's the cream contour. I'm gonna go underneath it really quick with my sponge to try and like clean it up a little bit. And then even over it on my forehead. Okay, and then really quick, we're gonna go with some powder. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder, the loose one. Looks like this. And I've been doing this new thing where, like, I'll show you. See you ain't talking about. Oh, it smells amazing. Like peaches. Go figure. Okay, so lately what I've been doing is I blend out my under eyes one time before I do this. So take your sponge and you're gonna go underneath your under eyes. And then to get right underneath my eyes, I take like a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques soft accent brush. Pick up a lot of powder on it and then press it right up underneath your eye. Like that. If you pack enough on, it could almost be like baking, but you're using a brush instead. Or if you don't want to bake and you put too much on your brush, just kind of like swish your brush around and it'll move it throughout like the rest of your under eye. I've just been doing this because I feel like it's easier to get like up underneath to make sure that I'm getting like all the lines and stuff. Like I'm setting all of them. And then because we're using it, I usually just go over like my chin with it. We'll hit our upper lip. Nose. And then we're even gonna go into like our middle of our forehead. Just because those are the places where I get oily, so it's typically where I want to pack on the most powder. And then for the rest of my face, this is extra, I know, but go in with a different brush. We'll do this one. This is the Sonia Kashuk Tapered Finishing Brush. Pick up the powder. I got some over my desk. Tap the extra off because you don't really need a lot of powder on the rest of your face, and kind of just like swish it around the rest of your face. Like this. And then I'm gonna hit like the top part of my forehead. Like that. And then our face is set. Dump all this extra powder that we didn't use back into the cap. Try not to waste any of it. Okay. Next is like powder face products. So for powder bronzer, I kind of want to use this guy. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. So this has like a powder on one side and a highlight on the other. And then I'm going to go in, this is also from Real Techniques holiday set. This is the soft blush. I would use this for contour or bronzer, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Dip it to the sculpt side. And I'm just going to go over my cheekbones, right over where we applied that Physicians Formula cream bronzer. Forehead. I'm going to dust a little bit on the sides of my nose, and then I'm going to put a little bit underneath my lip. And then don't forget about this side, Brittany. Okay, so that's bronzer. And we're going to do blush. We're going to go with the Becca Cosmetics. This is the Blushed with Light blush palette. Has 3 blushes in here. We're going to use the middle one. And I don't want this to be super intense, so I'm going to go in with this fluffy, like, Duo Fiber brush. Pick this up. And then just go like that. Still looks super intense, but it's fine. Same thing on this side. I feel like I need a little bit on my nose. I feel like my nose looks kind of bare. Does that look better? Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then let's go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury Duo, and we're going to use the highlight in here. I'm going to use this Morphe. Well, it's a Jeffree Star brush. I don't know the number of it. I can't find it right now. I'm going to highlight with this. Ooh, that's pretty. Definitely picking up on camera how it looks in real life. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to go over my forehead a little bit and my chin. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. I'm going to do my eyebrows and my lips off camera. Y'all, I'm not putting mascara on. I'm sorry, it probably just doesn't complete the look. But I'm taking this off right after we're done. I just want to look kind of finished for the end. So yeah. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Obviously, without mascara or a lash line, apparently. But y'all, I'm tired. I need to get better about filming these earlier, but if you're wondering what I used to fill in my brows, I use the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit in the shade 3. And then what's on my lips, I have a combination of products. I use the e.l.f. Nabla Noir. It's the collaboration. This is in the shade Maria Nude. I put on top of that the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip, and All Natural Nude. And on top of that, I put the Maybelline Shine Lipstick in Baddest Beige. So, this is kind of a holiday look. It's definitely more on the neutral side as far as holiday goes. If you guys are interested in seeing me do something a little bit more festive, let me know. Like, for example, I have this like green glitter from ColourPop. This is in the shade The Fish. I also have the Taurus, which is an even darker green. I have these like darker cranberry colors. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I can film that. But I'm back. Bear with me on the editing thing. Like I said, this video is probably going to go up as is. I'm sorry if y'all don't like that, but it's who I am. Take it or leave it. So yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!